Okay. What's good? Hey, okay. Hold on. What's good, niggas? It's been a minute. I'm not going front. It's been, hold on, wait. It's been a minute since I made a video. Yeah. It's been a minute since I made a video, but I've been uploading videos kind of consistently. But what's up? What y'all been doing? What's poppin'? I lost my cap. That's why I ain't got it on right now. But we're gonna get into these scary stories. I already know it's been too long. It's been too long. The intro's been too long already. All right, no, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first fuck. Okay, so the first story we got for today is Party Horror Story Animated, and this is by my nigga Mort's official. Mort's one of the goats. I wanted to make that 3,000 so bad. I love doing that. Making it a big number when I like it. Full screen, and without further ado, let's get into.
On my 19th birthday, my stoner friend convinced me to try his medications, as he called them.
Yes, sir,
Unfortunately,
yes, sir.
Me agreeing to give some to my inexperienced friend led to horrible consequences. I experienced unimaginable pain and suffered for a few solid years after the incident. It all started at school that day. I decided to invite my two best friends for a sleepover. Let's call them Steve and Chris for the sake of the story.
Alright, the homies coming.
Steve and I went to the same class, and we've known each other since childhood. The second friend, Chris, was a year younger than me. We were really close friends and always stuck together. Hey man, thanks for inviting me to your house today. Of course, dude. How am I gonna spend my birthday without my best friend? That's why I got you a really special birthday present. Oh, really? What is it? You're gonna love it, dude, but I can't tell you right now. It's a surprise. Alright, man. I like surprises. Keep it a secret till tonight. I didn't think much about Steve's gift for me back then. I guessed it was some kind of liquor like usually when we partied. He was always the type of guy who liked to drink and party a lot. I was inviting him from time to time to my house, and he always had a bottle of vodka with him, so I thought that's what he would give me as a birthday present. I wasn't expecting anything more creative from him. Fast forward to 7 p.m., I finished school and went home. I went inside the house, and luckily, my parents were already gone. They decided to leave town after I asked them to because I wanted us to have the whole house to ourselves. I threw my backpack on my bed and started to get ready for the party. I turned the music on and prepared mattresses for my friends. I ordered some pizza and sat down on the couch waiting for them. It was almost 8:30 p.m. when I heard the doorbell ringing. Finally, they're here, I thought to myself. I run to the doors and open them. Hey, I was worried about you.
Excited as fuck.
Don't act like my mom, dude. Just take your gift. Thanks, dude. Come inside. We took the wrong bus, and that's why we're late. Well, now that you're finally here, I say we start drinking. Drinking? Oh, come on. That's for kids. When he said that, I was really surprised.
Kids.
At first, I thought...
Drinking is for kids, nigga. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? No, sir. What do you mean, brother?
He finally matured and stopped drinking so much, so I asked him, no way, Steve, you don't drink anymore? Nah, man, I just stepped up my game. I got something way better for you, birthday boy. I looked at him with eyes wide open. I was really excited and afraid at the same time. I still couldn't figure out what it was. I didn't want to wait much longer and invited the guys upstairs to my bedroom. All right, take off your shoes and let's go upstairs. We all walked upstairs and went into my room. I closed the curtains and we sat in a circle. Steve looked at both of us and pulled a bag full of colorful drops from his backpack.
What is that?
What's this? It's ecstasy. A friend of mine is a supplier and he's legit. He ensured me that it's clean.
Boy.
Take one, that should be enough. When I saw the bag, I didn't freak out or anything. I always wanted to try ecstasy, and I heard that it's harmless. I wanted to have fun that night, and I trusted Steve, so I took one without hesitation. We were all excited about this new experience and didn't think that it could affect us that badly. Chris and Steve also took one. We decided to sit down on the couch and watch TV before the pills kicked in. But after about 20 minutes, I couldn't feel anything other than my stomach
I didn't take no pills, though.
And neither of my friends looked like they were tripping or had any effect. Do you feel anything?
I took a towel.
No, me neither. Maybe they don't work? Let's just take one more. Nah, man, I'll pass. My stomach hurts a little bit from the first drop. Because of what happened next, I think my stomach hurting saved my life back then. They grabbed the bag, took one more, and after a few
Them
minutes,
niggas.
even more. My stomach started to hurt really badly. After
They're
a while, I was
going
feeling nauseous
in.
and dizzy. I guess that the drop started to work, but it wasn't a nice feeling. I straightened up on the couch and turned my head left to see how my friends are reacting.
Them niggas probably
At
dead.
first, it seemed like they were mindlessly watching TV
Yeah.
and feeling well,
Yeah.
but then I asked them, "Hey, how you guys feeling?" No response.
Bodied.
I could only see them blinking while looking at the TV. I was really confused as to why they're not answering me, so I asked again, "Hey, gents, you hear me?" Still no response. Then it hit me. I noticed saliva pouring out of Chris's open mouth, and his eyes were slowly hiding under his eyelids. I started to panic. Steve didn't look too well, but he finally said something to me. "I'm not feeling well. He told me to do it. I said no." "What are you talking about, dude? Look at Chris. He looks like a zombie right now. I don't think that's how those drops are supposed to work. What do we do?" Steve ignored me and mumbled something to himself, talking about some evil guy or something. I couldn't exactly understand him. I was terrified. I was the only one technically sober at this point. I felt a sudden rush of adrenaline and my heart started to beat faster and faster. My dizziness and stomachache didn't want to stop. I got up and sat next to Chris, then grabbed him by his shoulders and shook him. "Hey, Chris, you alright, dude? Say something." "Hey, Chris, you in there, buddy? Speak." Chris looked like he was unconscious and even stopped blinking. His skin was slowly turning pale. I couldn't feel a pulse or any sign that he was breathing. I suspected that he overdosed, but I didn't know what to do in the situation. Chris's condition was getting worse and worse. Steve, you gotta help me, dude. Chris isn't breathing. What do we do?" "No, leave me alone." He then...
Bruh, call the police. 911, nigga. I mean, shit, what else you gonna do? I mean, not the police, no, I'm saying not the police, cause we don't call the police around here. We call it the ambulance. My bad. We don't want the police to be around. The ambulance to be around. Okay.
Put his head on his lap and started to swing his body. I stepped away from him. There was only one thing left to do. I knew this would lead to
Why's his
really
back
bad
like that? His back
consequences,
broke.
but I had to save my friend's life. I was petrified, but I pulled myself together and ran to get my phone from the charger and called for an ambulance.
There we go.
The rest of the night, I only
So you using the
vaguely
brain.
remember. Maybe because of the drug, or maybe because of the paralyzing fear. It didn't take long for paramedics to arrive. They took us immediately to the hospital. It didn't take...
My man's over here fucking slumped. Back broke. My nigga over here is zombified.
long for paramedics to arrive. They took us immediately to the hospital and performed CPR on Chris on the way. I remember they took Chris into one room and me and Steve into another. They assigned me a bed and I fell asleep immediately. After waking up, I heard the news and burst out in tears. Chris didn't make it. Steve was fine, but he was throwing up all day and suffered extremely. It turned out that the pills weren't clean. They were laced with PMA, a substance that's much more toxic than MDMA and takes longer to kick in. That's why we couldn't feel anything for so long, and apparently Chris took a fatal dose. Steve was sentenced to 5 years in prison for sharing the pills with us, and fortunately, I was only fined with about $5,000 and 100 hours of community service.
For what?
My family was
for the
understandably angry and ashamed of me. I lost their trust, I think, for the rest of my life.
I forgot doing drugs.
I won't even mention the nightmares and anxiety I had for many years after the accident.
Oh, that's the first one? Oh, that's it? That's it? I'm sorry, I know y'all can hear that shit in the background. I burn. Them niggas they've been doing construction on these apartments for like 2 weeks or like a week and a half. And this shit, bruh, this is so loud. Alright, and the next video we have is by fuck. The next video we have is by Wines Entertainment, and is the thing I saw that night. I just wanted to say, like, literally the only reason I went to his channel to look at this video, to look at this picture. Look at this picture. Look at this. This look like some anime shit. They look like some anime. That shit look goofy. I just wanted to look at that. That's it. Let's see.
I am an immigrant from Belarus. English is not my first language, so I apologize if I phrase things differently. Here's some backstory.
Okay.
I was only 11 when my family left the country after the collapse of the Soviet Union. My father was involved with the Communist Party and would frequently visit Moscow when I was a boy. I don't know all the details. I don't even know what exactly my father's role was in the USSR, but from what I understand, we were granted asylum in the United States and had to flee Belarus in 1991. But that's not really why I'm writing this story. This is about something I saw in my childhood that has scarred me for life. This took place roughly a year before we left, so I'm guessing the year was 19...
I feel bad for kids that have to like see like traumatizing things. These niggas with the construction, bro. Yeah, I feel bad for kids who have to see traumatizing things as you know, as kids. You know what I'm saying? You should not have to be. You know, as a kid, your life should be full of happiness and, you know, whatever your parents intended for it to be, or, you know, like, I feel like everybody should have a happy ass childhood, to be honest.
1990. My family, like many others, lived in a massive apartment building in Minsk. There were 2 other identical apartment buildings adjacent to ours, and directly behind the buildings was a playground area where I would play with my friends Sasha and Victor. Beyond the playground was a section of trees that separated a shopping plaza from the apartment grounds. I remember that my mother was feeling ill and was bedridden, and my father was away on business in Moscow, so I was pretty much on my own that night. I remember that I had gotten bored watching TV in the living room and decided to go outside and see if any of my friends were at the playground. I would say this was around 8 p.m., and it was dark out. By then, most of the children were inside, and I don't even think anyone was allowed on the playground at that time, but I didn't care. There was no one around to tell me to go back inside, and I was pretty excited to have the playground all to myself. It was chilly out that night, but it was not snowing, so I figured that I would play on the slides and swing set until I either got bored or if security came along and told me to go back inside. So there I was, just swinging in the dark, when I heard something near the fence that separated the tree.
Hold up, for one, why? Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why he's a kid, right? Okay, you a kid, right? You outside, right? Well, ain't nobody else out there. Why the fuck are you outside by yourself at night? This nigga.
Trees from the playground. There was a strange noise, like someone was sawing wood, but there was something just off about it. I ignored the sound, but it became louder as time passed, to the point where I became curious as to what was causing this strange noise. There were no lights at the playground itself, but there were lights mounted to the back of the apartment buildings that illuminated things just enough to where you could see your surroundings. But the trees beyond the fence were pitch black. I got off the swing set and approached the edge of the playground.
Excuse me?
The sound continued getting louder, even as I got up right to the fence.
Nigga, if you don't...
It wasn't until I let out a curious
no shit's gonna get
"Hello?"
louder when you get closer to the
that
fence.
the noise ceased. I stood there staring into the dark trees, waiting for a response, but all remained silent. After about another minute passed, I innocently asked, "Why are you chopping down trees in the dark?" I then heard a shuffling from within the trees,
get your ass back
and
inside.
soon I saw a dark figure come into view, but did not step out from the tree line. What happened next is something that still makes me want to vomit out my insides. The dark figure then threw something. The object flew over the fence and hit me directly in the chest.
Fuck was that?
I was knocked backwards,
Why you
more
knocked
out of surprise and the actual force of the impact.
It's probably a fucking turd.
Why'd you do that? I shouted. But before I could get another word out, I caught a glimpse of what had been thrown at me.
That's the anime look.
A severed human arm was lying on the ground in front of me. I screamed at the top of my lungs and ran back towards the apartments, bawling my eyes
Nigga
out.
gone.
I stormed into our apartment and sat on the living room couch to collect myself. I did think about waking my sick mother and telling her about what happened, but decided against it.
Bro, do you see that dolphin dive though? Hold on, go back. My net, look, you see that right there? My net hit the clip.
Apartments, bawling my eyes out.
My nigga gone like
stormed
Mach
into our
5.
apartment
Zoom.
and sat on the living room couch to collect myself.
You said nice,
think about
you said nice, clean Call of Duty dolphin dive right there. That was A tier.
waking
That
my
was
sick
nice.
mother and telling her about what happened, but decided against it. To give you some perspective, my mother grew up in Siberia, and she could be quite ruthless at times. Not only would she not be too happy about being woken up, but she most likely wouldn't believe my story. And I probably wouldn't be able to sit down for a week if she found out I left the apartment alone after dark. So I kept this incident to myself. As a child, I understood that what happened was scary, but I had no grasp of the implications. I thought there was a monster in the woods who ate people who came out after dark. Now that I'm an adult,
Sheesh.
there are some things that I've come to realize. For our remaining time in Belarus, I never saw or heard any kind of investigation regarding a missing person or a mutilated body being discovered,
Interesting.
which is nothing out of the ordinary living in Soviet society.
So he
The monster in the woods,
So he went back and
hiding
picked
in the
up
trees that night, was most likely
picked up
a
the arm.
sadistic madman, dismembering a human body with a hacksaw.
Yup.
There is one more thing that I should mention. For the rest of the time that we lived there, I cannot for the life of me recall ever seeing my friend Sasha again after that night.
Bro, did your beat get body burn? Dang. Okay. I managed to find one more. We're gonna squeeze one more into this because I really want to watch this one. Cause I know this animator is fire, and I just know it's fire. I've only watched one of their videos, but I already know how this shit's finna go down. If you, I already know we're good amount deep into the video. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what I'm saying? If you got smoke, you know what I'm saying? Do you, boy? You know what I'm saying? Do you, boy? And this is called A True Dark Web Horror Story Animated. And it is by my nigga Horror Shorts Party. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
This story happened to me on a Thursday night when I was home alone in my apartment complex. I live with my roommate Josh, who was usually out with his girlfriend, so that gave me the luxury of having the place to myself.
What do you think you're That nigga for the beat, here's me.
I was video chatting with 3 classmates of mine on Facebook Messenger.
Come on.
Their names were Eric, Craig, and Cindy. This was my first interaction with them as our professor selected us to be in a group project together. Throughout the night, we brainstormed ideas while getting more acquainted with one another. This is when the story gets a bit
Fucking group projects.
Eric spontaneously asked the group chat, "Hey guy."
I feel like group projects back then, as kids, were like trash. I feel like group projects now should, as adults, should be better.
Want to see something cool?
Like better run.
What is it?
Getting an A+ in this project would be cool.
That's me.
Sure, man. What's up? Eric sends the group chat a photo. I click the chat icon and see a disturbing image of a woman with her arms and legs missing. What the hell?
Ew! Why are you sending us this?
Yo. White people. White people. Relax.
Dude,
Why y'all be
where the
doing
hell
shit
did you
like
get
that?
that photo?
I'll tell you, but you guys really need to keep this a secret. Promise me you won't tell anyone.
This isn't marketing related, but okay, I guess.
Sure, dude. Please don't tell me you were the sicko who...
You know what? Now that I'm watching this, I just realized that I've seen this before. Fuck. You want to still watch it though? Let's keep
Who
watching.
took that pic?
I didn't. I actually got the photo from the dark web.
Dude, you go on the
I ain't
dark
seen this in a
web?
fair minute though, so
What's
sorry.
the dark web?
Supposedly, it's this hidden part of the internet where you can buy illegal stuff. I personally wasn't that educated about the dark web, but I did hear rumors about it growing up. I've always acknowledged the existence of these kinds of things growing up, but I was still unaware as to what potential atrocities lie
Back
within
up.
the online world. Eric then says,
Yeah, I just recently started getting into it. I found the photo from one of the forums I came across called Homemade Dolls.
Don't ever go on no dark web. Don't go on no dark web because you're doing too much and you're gonna wish you didn't do too much.
Here's the full-size picture.
He then sends us the exact same photo, except this time it had a description box next to it with the title, Doll Number 20. Why the hell, of all people, did I have to be in a group project with this weirdo?
Facts.
The details in the description stated inhumane acts that can be performed on the victims before being shipped to their buyers. I felt pretty disgusted reading the dialogue, but I was being shipped to their buyers.
Let's read that. The following can be executed on each test subject per buying request. We're talking about real life people here. Where did I leave off at? Please contact merchant for pricing. All subjects may have already been altered and pricing will vary according before shipping. Remove tongue. Remove eyeballs. Remove one eyeball only. Remove teeth. Remove ears. This bitch has her legs chopped off. And her arms. Her limbs are gone.
I felt pretty disgusted reading the dialogue, but I was still somewhat skeptical about the whole thing. It was hard to deny its legitimacy, though. The authenticity of the image looked too real to be a hoax.
To be honest, this looks photoshopped.
I don't know.
To be
It looks
honest,
pretty real.
you should shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
that's disgusting. Why do you even go on sites like that?
Well, I only go on it occasionally.
Midway through Eric's sentence, a random user joins the video chat. Who's that?
To be
I don't
honest?
know. I swear to God, we better not be getting hacked.
Eric, is this one of your stupid friends from the dark web? I'm gonna call the cops if it is.
That's when I decide to move my mouse cursor
Oh,
to exit the
oh,
video
they've been
chat.
called the cop on this weirdo.
Why the hell isn't this working? Come on, work, goddammit! My cursor was resisting to move no matter how many times I clicked or moved my mouse. That's when the random user's video turned on. It was a guy wearing a pig mask. The mask didn't look like some dollar store knockoff. It looked like the skinned face of an actual pig. He wore it like he was Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hey,
nasty.
is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Eric, dude, I really hope this isn't a stupid prank.
It's not, dude. I don't even know who that is.
Why is there a guy wearing a pig mask on my screen?
That's me.
Guys, what's going on?
I swear
I
that's
don't know
me.
why, but something about that moment, I just knew. I was looking into the eyes of what true evil looks like. That's when my classmate's video chat completely froze. The only screen functioning was the pigman's. It seemed like our computers were being hijacked. I couldn't quite comprehend what was going on till I heard the pigman say, "Can you see me? Say yes if you can hear me."
Say it!
I replied with, "Yes, what do you want from me?" in an uncontrollable stutter.
You know that feeling you get when you're with someone for so long, every single day just drags and becomes a routine? Well, I just want something new and fresh, you know? Something vibrant that will make me feel alive again. I just need a new doll. What do you say? Does that sound like a brilliant plan to you?
I was completely appalled by what was transpiring. That's when I hear a muffled female's voice in the background. The pig.
I mean, yeah, we all want something new in life, but nigga, no, this is not the way. This is not the way you do it, sir. This is not the way.
Pigman then swivels the camera towards the direction of the muffled voice, only to reveal a woman with no arms and legs. She had duct tape on her mouth and a chain bound around her neck. The woman was flailing her severed arms wildly in a desperate attempt to escape. A couple seconds later, the pigman approaches her while holding an axe, the kind of axe lumberjacks use to chop down trees. I began to hyperventilate as I knew the inevitable fate this woman was about to endure. He then raises the axe up in the air. I begin screaming from the top of my lungs, "Leave her alone or I'm calling the cops!" As I took my last glance at the woman, I realized that it was the same woman in the photo that Eric sent. That's when the pigman smashes the axe against the woman's skull repeatedly. I practically leap up from my chair and begin to vomit.
Are you done yet? They got my dude looking like, they got my girl looking like Glenn from The Walking Dead, dude. They really got my shit. Oh my god.
Sadistic display was unbearable.
Wait, go back. It just takes so long. I don't think it takes that long to throw up.
This sadistic display was unbearable.
Actually,
What the hell is going on?
I don't know if you see
Someone
that.
tell me I'm dreaming. There's no way this is real.
I ain't gonna send that no
I look back on the screen, only to see nothing. Like the whole thing was just a bad dream, or a figment of my imagination. What the hell just happened? I know I'm not going crazy. I immediately messaged my classmates in the group chat saying, "Please tell me you guys saw all of that. Did any of you see the pigman? We need to report him." Yeah, I briefly saw him, but then my video chat ended.
Same here. That was weird as hell.
Must have been a hacker. Thank God my screen went back to normal. Did you
He's the
see
only
anything,
one that
Terrence?
saw it.
I respond as nonchalantly as I can, saying, "Yeah, basically what you guys saw. I think it's best that we just put this behind us and move on from here, you know?"
Nah,
I didn't know
would
if that
say
was
it
the
low
right
key. I'm not
decision.
sure if I would be like, hey, I
didn't
saw this
want
bitch get
to
body.
further escalate the situation. Acknowledging the pigman's existence was one thing, but going into further detail about afterwards just felt unnecessary. This is the part where I wish the story ends. It's been a year since the incident.
It's still going?
I ended up dropping out and taking the semester off due to the mental trauma I endured.
Right.
I now work at a local retail store. I was coming home from work one day and I saw...
Okay, you looking kind of fresh though. Okay, nigga, I see you. Hold up. Let's see you with the... Please tell me that these are slippers, because I fuck with you if these are slippers.
Saw an envelope sitting in my mail slot. I open it and discover the most horrifying thing that sends shivers down my spine.
What?
It was a picture of my classmate, Cindy. Except...
Oh,
she had no legs and no arms. The picture was titled Doll Number 21.
yes. Dang, dude, how many times are you gonna scream in my ear? Can you? How many times, bruh? Golly. That's tough, man. Well, and she had to get body just because some weirdo wanted to be in the just because they were in the group chat and some weirdo was in it and he wanted to be in some dark web stuff. See, look, she had to pay for this nigga. Ain't that some shit? Alright, but yeah, man, that's it, dog. I hope y'all niggas like the video. I hope y'all niggas like those stories. And yeah, peace out, niggas.
Supreme, and I never try no lean. I wear a big bound like to skate. I wear Vans and I do my dance. I like Levi's, I shot wise. Can I get a mince 10 in my size?